is Jim, and I'm going to tie the banana fly, or my version of the banana fly. When we're finished later on, it should be looking something like this. It's a quite a simple fly, very effective. For me, it's a nice weather fly. Enough about that. This is how I tie it. Today I'm going to tie it on just an ordinary plastic tube. You can, if you will, as I often do, tie it as a no body fly. I only use a small plastic tubing and a heavy cone, and just to get the weight of the fly right and to help it lift up the hackle and wing. But today we're going to tie it on a plastic tube. The thread I'm using is a unit thread, an 8/0 white. I think white is very good on the light colors to hide. We're going to use some dubbing and some body hackle and so on, and the white is quite good to blend in. I start at the middle of the fly and work my way back. Leave a few mils, as you can see. Whoops! As you can see, I have used the vise, the jaws of the vise to hook up the fly or the tube. I will cut that off at the end. And the reason I'm doing it like this is because my ordinary tube needle is too thin for the tubing I had today. That's the only reason. So I'm going to use it like that. I'm going to use for a butt or a tag, I don't really know the word for it. I'm going to use an SSS braid. This is, I think, the rainbow color or something. I don't actually remember the name of it, but it's a quite light goldy color, and it's not the Alta Gold, so it's the other one, so to speak. Just a few millimeters, and then we're going to make a tail or tag. Once again, don't know the correct word. This is raccoon hair, dyed olive, golden olive. Just take away a bit of the under hair, and I tie it in pointing forward like that. Just a few snaps and cut it off all the way down, fold it back and spread it a bit and tie it in front, so you get the race, whoops, on the tag like that. We're going to put it down later on, and then I'm going to use, this is still an SSS braid, the sea laced silver, tied in on the side. This I'm going to use as ribbing later on. I'm going to show you how to do that. And for the back part of the body. This is the Alta Gold. Still the SSS series, the Solar Synthetic series braid, sorry, tied in on the side and go about halfway of the body, and then we wind it up like that, quite tight, and make it stick. Fold it back. This is a synthetic material. I try to fold it back when I'm tying it in, so it should not come loose so easy. The reason I use the SSS braids is because the colors are truly amazing. The blends of the color, it's not one solid color, it is, I believe, up to 5 different colors in this. 3 or 5, I don't actually know, but something like that. The colors are amazing. It's so durable. It can stand several attacks from vicious salmons or sea trouts. It's easy to use, and so on, so on, so on. I use them all the time in all my flies. And now I'm going to put on some dubbing, and we're going to use SSS dubbing. This is Alta Gold, and I'm going to make my own blend. I'm going to use the Magma Yellow and the Alta Gold. Take a little bit of Magma Yellow and about 50-50 of the two, and just mix them up, mix them up, mix them up. Then we're going to, this is so easy to dub. You put on quite a lot, but little at a time, so to speak, and just wind it on, back and forth, back and forth. And here you want to seriously overdress. For you guys who have seen Mikael Fredin's videos, he is an awesome fly tyer, and I often look at his videos for inspiration, and I use a lot of his materials, the synthetic materials. Very good colors, strong materials, and another advantage synthetic materials have that natural materials don't have is they don't suck up water when you fish the fly. You don't get as heavy as with natural materials, and that's why I'm using it. Just do it like that, and we're going to put on some body hackle, and this is badger hackle that I've dyed a light, I don't actually know the name of the color, but and I don't know how to say it in English, so I am going to say it in Swedish. Chartreuse, a light, bright light green color. It doesn't really matter the exact color. Tie it in like that, a couple of turns, and then I fold the stem back and I tie it in once again. This is for security, and I'm building up a little plateau, so to speak, for the coming wings to build on. And then I spread the fibers like that, the first turn I double it like that, push that back, and then I'm just going to get a few turns. This is not actually very important. And then we're going to take this quite wide braid and twist it. And twist it, and twist it, and twist it. And the more I twist it, the smaller it gets, or the thinner it gets. Try not to get stuck like I do. I twist it, I twist it, I twist it, and then I cross. Go to a 90 degree bend into the stem and go round. This can be quite tricky, but here we go. The shape of the body is not the most important thing on this fly. Cut off, of course, as close as you can, and as close as you can back here. So, not a very pretty sight, but it's a start. We're going to brush the dubbing out, and here is here comes the SSS dubbing. Makes the fly come very alive. I just love it. And be careful here. Just brush and brush and brush until the most part of it is out. It can be quite sticky, but give it a go. This is why I turn the braid, because when I brush it so hard, sometimes I break the stem on the body hackle. But because I have turned the braid the opposite direction of the body hackle, it will stay put. Also, if a big sea trout or salmon or whatever fish you choose to fish with this fly come and attack it, it should survive. And this is quite boring to look at, but it has to be done. You get the dubbing out, mixing with the body hackle, and at the same time you soften up the body hackle, so it's not that stiff. I want plenty of movement in this fly. So, there, quite happy. The dubbing also helps the lift of the wing that I'm going to put on, the wing sections, and the hackle in front. It's going to give it some support. And then we fold this back and secure with a turn or two. And now it's time for the underwing. This is polar bear, dyed sunburst yellow. Just going to take a small amount of this. And the reason I use polar bear is for the glimmer. Can be hard to see here, but it reflects the light in a very special way. I think this is the only material that reflects light this way. This is quite tricky for a Swedish guy to try to talk English at the same time. He's concentrated on tying a fly. Like that. Just a little bit longer than the tail or tag or whatever the name is, just a little bit longer, like that. Quite okay. And then we're going to use, this is once again SSS material. This is the angel hair Alta Gold. Just a few strands. Tie it in and fold it back. And then you take the scissor and you taper it. You want different lengths on the fibers so that they don't stick together. On this, it's not that important now. You can trim it afterwards when the fly is finished. Oh, there it is. And then we're going to tie in another section. This is ordinary fox tail, dyed burnt orange, light burnt orange, very light. And I'm going to make this just a little bit longer than the polar bear. Maybe 7 to 10 mils. Just tie it in like that. So there you are. And cut off. Like that. And some more angel hair. This is still SSS, and the blend here is the Nasty Rusty. This is almost a rainbow color, but in more earthly colors. And you want to taper it like that. Got the same length everyone. There. And we're going to use, this is whiting soft hackle that I have dyed sunburst. Or this is actually my own sunburst, not the color that you buy, but the ordinary sunburst works fine. This is a little bit darker. Then I tie it in, and just like that, on the side. And fold it back. There. Cut off. And here I'm going to double it. Like that. Make 2-3 turns, depends on the quality of the fibers and the length and the shape you want it to be in. I think this will be nice. And then we're going to tie that in and cut off the excess. Fold it back and secure. Just a few turns. Oh, just a few turns. So there we are. Looking okay, looking okay. So, and the next section of the wing, we're going to put on another section of the wing. This is just ordinary fox. Use whatever material you want. Sunburst, yellow. Take away a lot of the under hair. Makes the wing more alive. And this have been tangled. So I take my this is not the toothbrush that I use to brush my teeth. Promise you. This is, and so untangle them. And shape up the wing. Like that. And just about a little bit longer than the under wing. And this wing you spread out more around around the tube, more of a spread on this one, like that, and fold the hackle back and secure. So there you are, and cut away the excess like that. The hackle won't work with me today. We fold this back, we fold this back, way back, so. And this is the part when I'm changing threads. I take super glue, any super glue you want. You don't have to buy the most expensive. That's just a lot of bull. Just a drop of super glue on the front. Be careful so that the wing does not suck the super glue up, because then it will be quite stiff at the front. You will lose a lot of movement to the wing. It looks bad. Just a few turns and then make it stick and cut it off. Going to change. Still on uni thread and still 8/0, but this time yellow. And just tie it in at the front, cut away. Like that. Now we're going to use some more of this angel hair, just a few strands, I say, but it's quite a lot. I love when it's glittery and shining. It's almost like a pike fly. I think a fly that has this glitter in the tip and inside the wing is more attractive to the fish, especially a bright fly that I will fish during nice weather, sun shining or so. I think that the sun will interact with this angel hair and the dubbing mix that I've brushed out in the body hackle and so on, and make it a glister or a glow of the fly. But that's me. And now we're going to put on the last hackle, if I can find it in the mess I have. Yeah, there. This is also soft hackle, dyed olive, and I'm going to use the ones underneath because it is almost like a marabou. It's softer. You see the fibers. Softer, lighter, gives more of a motion in the fly, and I think that's important. Or it's maybe just me, but I think so. Put on the soft hackle. Fold it back. And when I do this, I make a little, as I said before, a little plateau, or I don't know how to describe it, but it makes a flat surface on the top that will help me when I'm winding up the hackle. It will stay put. Fold it back and 2 turns, like that. And 2 turns. Secure. And cut away and fold back. Then we're going to use temple dog. This is the material, the material. Exceptionally light. Take away the under hair. Do not like the under hair. You can actually, if you want, save this and make dubbing of it. It's up to you. I don't. It's quite a curly hair, if you can see it. Gives a lot of room for air in the wing. It's a quite shiny material. It's a material that will move a lot in the current. It is a material that has a very nice glow, and I just a little bit longer than the wing underneath and the flash or the angel hair, and you make it just the right taper, and then wind it on. Just secure this. Trim away. And then we're going to take this little comb that I actually meant for my dog. But this will come just to shape the wing, to make the wings blend with each other, to make that right shape of the wing and the right blend, and there I'm quite happy with that. Almost finished. Almost. We're going to put on some cheeks, some jungle cock cheeks. I only have this poor quality one, so you have to excuse me for that, but the fly is for me, so it doesn't make a difference. You take a pair that's the right size, the size that you want it on, and strip away the area that you will tie in, like that. Make the stem free. And I don't have a fancy vise that can turn 360 degrees, so I would like to have one, but I haven't actually got one yet. This happens all the time with the yellow thread. I'm going nuts. We'll have to catch up and secure. This is not actually, doesn't really matter that much. The only thing it does is we have to make a few more turns, that's all. Okay, because of that I'm putting on the cheeks one by one, starting with my side, so you can't see. Put it on the right height and at the right angle, and there I'm happy. And then the other side, look straight forward and put it where it should be. Yeah. And secure. Look again, and they are almost perfect. Trim away the stems like that, and do not cut the thread. Like that. Take a turn or two, and you fill up the head area. Like this, and we're going to finish this one off with some peacock herl. I think this peacock 4. I take 4. You can take 3 or 1 or none or whatever. I just love it. And you can choose to spread them out more round the wing, or do as I, to look at the bend like that, put it in all in the middle and do them quite long and put them in there in the middle and work them into the wing like that. Fold the hackle back while you secure this, and then trim away and make it disappear. or almost disappear. And now everyone is wondering if I'm totally stupid, because you can see the material pointing out. It's not a nice head. Oh. It's and so on. But I always use super glue on my heads, just a bit over the top. Then I secure the tying thread into the glue. Hold it for a couple of seconds and cut it off. And there, my friend, this is the banana fly, or my version of the banana fly. I am going to let the glue dry, and then I'm going to super glue it once again, and then I'm going to use this scalpel to cut off the materials that are outside. I'm going to get it nice and even, and then put some super glue on the front, and then I'm going to cut away the damaged part of the tubing. And that's, my friend, is my version of the banana fly. Hope you have enjoyed it. I have, certainly have, while doing this video, and hope to see you again soon. Thank you.